first question. Filmmakers. Have you got any influential filmmakers? Like big filmmakers.
Big filmmakers.
Big filmmakers.
God, I don't know. I mean, I took inspiration from a few different films. I can't think off the top of my head right now. I thought about it earlier the other day. God, I can't think. There's just like three separate things that keep going around in my head, and they're not necessarily my influences. I mean, technically they are. Like Sam and Nico, like their influence, right? Like from YouTube. And you've got Freddie Wong. Also, like, I'm like, but then for some reason the Matrix keeps going through my head, and I think it's just because I'm thinking of violence.
but then there's a fight scene in your one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, but it wasn't really like an influence at all. It was there was a few I had for influence, but I've completely forgotten. So annoying. You go on to yours. I'll get back to mine.
I am a filmmaker. He can't remember his name, but the director of End of Watch that came out last year. What I really liked about how he directed it is that the actors that he would give them cameras as well.
That's cool.
And because the film was like it was like an action drama of like a certain police precinct in the US controlling District 13 or District 9 something, whatever it's called. And then so they have basic shots of what the police would have. So in the cars they'd have different shots around in the car as well. So that's what I wanted to try and get at as well, especially with the in-car shots that we got filmed there. But yeah, if I could find the director's name and put it in the description.
Yeah. Or like just flash it across the screen.
Flash it across the screen, probably like here somewhere. But yeah, End of Watch. It was because I'm really a massive fan of action drama films.
Yeah.
Massive. But yeah, so that's the big influence I had. The other one was Freddie Wong.
Yeah.
He makes short action clips.
And they're epic.
Yeah, they're epic. I've been following. I've subscribed to him 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think the first video I've seen from him was Chrono Trigger.
Oh yeah.
The first video I must have seen. The first time I've seen it, I must have like replayed it at least 10 times. It's like so good.
I think my first look into the YouTube kind of short action films was Dubstep Guns. Yeah, that was my very first one, and then I delved into this world of watching all this stuff like that. I would say a lot of my influences come from like short action films, like things like that, and also but obviously the Escape from the Office thing. I had that in mind when we were filming.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen that, we'll probably put a link somewhere, probably here.
It's great because it's got boobs.
But yeah, that is awesome. Sure.
Yeah, it is amazing.
But it's possible now because I have a GoPro. So.
Yeah, see, we should have just done it. And I don't know. There was definitely a lot of scenes I had in mind in my head, like a lot of things I know I drew inspiration from, but can't pinpoint my finger on. Like, I mean, for example, the running scene we have of my brother being pushed, chasing after, like the angle we got at. I don't know. Maybe I drew inspiration from like an anime type scene, but it's I liked the movement, and it's definitely something I've seen before, but I would not be able to place my finger on it. I can't think of it right now, and it's really bad. I don't think I will think of what it is, but I did take a lot of general inspiration from different action type things I've seen. I mean, like I'm not as big a fan as you with the action drama stuff. I mean, I like it a lot, but I'm more of a horror guy myself. So. Yeah.
Because usually with me, whenever I see their films, it's like really, when it's like a fist-to-fist scene, it like looks proper gritty and up close.
Yeah. You're like, yeah.
Just like, but yeah.
Yeah.
I love those films. Still, Freddie, he's come a long way too.
Huh?
I think when he started up Chrono Trigger, and then a few months after that, he was working with Brandon. That was their group.
Yeah.
Freddie and Brandon. They were awesome. And then they started bringing in new people. And then they bring in, I think they knew Sam and Nico
Yeah.
still. But Sam and Nico were like more After Effects than Freddie, because I thought Freddie was more like, action and less CGI and stuff.
I thought he did it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, because when I first watched them with their Chrono Trigger, that was only like a small group of them. Then I think they've come quite a long way, because then if you look at now, they know people from Action Factory, which is like a stunts company.
I didn't know that.
Where they can hire them, or I think they do it with them for free. I'm not sure, but the Action Factory come along, and then they have like rigs, like mattresses to fall and stuff like that, massive stuff.
Yeah.
And I think he's become pretty well known now.
Yeah.
But he's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, no, as inspiration goes, like, big things, like a lot of YouTube stuff.
Yeah. Boomed within the last few years now.
Which is awesome.
Which is good.
Yeah. How did you find the filming process? That's one of the other things we have to answer, isn't it?
Yeah. I found it a bit stressed.
Because people wouldn't bring gear and would be like, oh, I'm not there today.
Because so the first shoot we did was on a Monday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on the bank holiday Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
Now, before we have to shoot, we need to scout locations.
Yeah.
We had potential locations, but the only problem was getting them. So one time me and Omar was located, just walking around Bath. We found apartments that's near me, thinking, actually before you find locations, you have to map out what you want in your sequence, so you write up what scenes need to be done inside that time space as well. So the original plan was have it shot in town.
Yeah.
In an office building, or something similar to an office building.
Well, our original idea was something like that, and then to go through Starbucks and things like that.
Yeah.
Something like that, but we decided against that.
Yeah.
And then tried for the apartments near Southgate. No, not near Southgate.
Lower Bristol Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, near there. Now, the problem was because they couldn't.
They're the Riverside ones.
Yeah, Riverside ones. Yeah, because they want to sell the apartments, they wouldn't necessarily give us the apartments to film in.
Which I found a bit strange, because we wouldn't be in there for long, and we
Yeah.
wouldn't mess up the apartment.
Yeah. But then at the same time, if we did mess up, then we'd pay for damages easily. But obviously, we called them up, we asked them straight. Was it straight no?
It was a straight no.
It was a straight no. And then we did find another one the next week. We found a car park.
Yeah.
That was
the car park at the Southgate. That would have been an amazing place to film.
How many floors below? It was like 2 floors below.
Or 3, I think.
Yeah. It was like the basement levels,
It was so
Scouted
cool.
it out, took pictures. You can check it in one of our other vlogs.
Yeah.
Everything was good.
I think that would have still been one of my favourite places to film.
It was really
amazing.
Because you had so many different areas to go, up the car ramps or up the stairs. But
why is it they said no at the end?
They just said no. And I asked them, is there any particular reason? I was like, no.
Yeah, no, just don't want you guys doing
So,
it.
that's the problem with. That's the only sort of stress thing about filming. Once you think you have a good location, but you have to make sure you've secured it by asking people.
Yeah.
But
one of the things I found the process quite nice. It was quite annoying with the location stuff. It was also quite annoying when actors bailed.
Oh yeah. Well, I think we did all right for the first thing. The first after we actually found the location, which was literally directly next to my student halls.
That's a good one.
Loading bay industrial area, which is really good. Yeah, the first day we started was on a Monday. We had people.
Monday was the best.
I thought it was good. The only problem
was not having the
was
equipment from
cold.
town. Oh, and it was freezing. It was snowing.
Snowing. I was outside in
Yeah.
my really massive red jacket with the camera.
I had my hoodie on, like
It
all
was
the way
cold.
up. I looked like an Oompa Loompa. I
And
was
then
freezing.
You fell in a puddle.
Oh yeah,
That was pretty
the mud puddle. There was mud all down my leg.
fun. Like, as soon as I went cut, I was like, oh shit, my leg.
Yeah.
Stood up and then there's just like massive
Mud
just
everywhere.
everywhere. Yeah, we had fun that day. We had people. There was a problem with the props because Sam didn't get them to, or he just did drop them off.
Yeah.
But and then also everything before that, if you want to use certain props, there's a risk assessment as well. So certain props we were using was like gun replicas. So we had to notify the police.
Yeah.
That was really, we thought we had to have a meeting with them, but we went up to the police station, asked them, just call 101.
And inform them what we're doing.
Yeah.
Apparently the police might come and check up on you, but it was really easy and simple. So
Yeah, it was really easy and simple, but obviously make sure that if you are filming with dangerous looking weapons of all sorts, you have to notify the police because
the police might shoot you.
So, writing that down in a risk assessment, that's going to be a life or death situation because you never know. Because when you're filming, yeah, sure you're having fun, but it's the safety of other people.
Yeah.
Because when doing a risk assessment, you have to fill out what potential dangers there are, assess them. If it helps, take pictures with you. Take pictures of them, which we did. And the only way for us to actually film out there with equipment was with a risk assessment.
Yeah.
I'd fill out a risk assessment, call up the police, get the log number and the police officer's name, write that down in the risk assessment, give it to Toby, he'll lend us the equipment,
Yeah.
and it's all good. Telling from, guessing from Mike, he told us that if there's no risk assessment and you've already filmed, there's an instant fail.
Yeah.
I can understand that. Because
By the way, Mike is our tutor and Toby is the technician.
Yeah. Awesome guys. But yeah, say when it comes to filming, safety comes first.
Yeah. Definitely.
Because if you don't tell the correct people, then
You're gonna get burned.
yeah, you're gonna get one. It's gonna, as the FPS Russia says, have a bad day. But yeah, it is stressful with paperwork and risk assessments. But then once you actually get everything sorted, it is actually quite fun.
Yeah. I find post-production is kind of fun, but also very tedious as well. I find the editing.
Yeah.
I want to get the effects right and all that, but especially if you're kind of new to the software, it makes you want to just be no, I'm not doing any more. I've done my bit for today, even though you only done 5 minutes. But yeah,
editing's part of filmmaking.
Yeah, definitely. And it
is tedious.
It's one of the biggest parts.
Yeah. Like the biggest parts.
I have to learn to love it.
It has to be done because making films is, I find really fun.
Oh yeah.
Because you can do it in your spare time.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's just a shame we didn't get more freedom with our shots. If you know what I mean.
Freedom.
We didn't have the perfect places we wanted, and we didn't. And also because we didn't get the GoPro till late, we didn't get to do some of the shots that would be really nice to do. Yeah.
When we did the first filming day with Omar stuff, I only had the DSLR that we're using right now. But then after going through some of the footage that day, I thought, it's not up to my 100.
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree. I really like some of the footage as well, but if we'd had, say, the GoPro, we could have done some really nice stuff.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff from that first day, I'm still gonna use. Like some of it is still really good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a fun day, but the only problem was it was cold.
It was cold. We didn't get to. Yeah, that was one annoying thing because it was so cold. It's really bad. Like I was the one who gave up first. I was like, I can't deal with it anymore. Like let's just get this over and done with.
Yeah.
But it was literally unbearable. We've been out there for how many hours? Like.
We started from 9 till I think we finished around
4ish. I thought.
I think so.
Yeah. So I was like dying.
It was really cold.
Like
it was,
I was.
My hands turned blue.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh yeah.
I was fine looking for any excuse to just stay in the car.
Yeah.
Warm up. Like, oh, we're doing this shot in the car. Cool.
Yeah, but that was the only problem with that first day. Second filming day, got everything planned properly. I had the GoPro available.
Yeah, the second day was really streamlined.
The only problem was we didn't have as many people as we thought we had.
So that's why you see our lovely faces in it.
That's the only problem with filmmaking. If you don't have people to play your actors or crew, you need to have someone. You need to have a backup, just in case. For the first day that we did our shooting, I even asked some of my friends to have people that are there, just in case. Like if Plan A doesn't work, Plan B's there.
Yeah.
But for the second day, who did we have to have again? It was just your brother we needed, didn't we?
Yeah. He was busy at his girlfriend's house. Girlfriends.
But
forever alone.
But as part of filmmaking, there's always going to be that part where if Plan A doesn't work, you need to have a Plan B or even a Plan C. Yeah, but I enjoyed most of it.
Yeah, I
enjoyed
enjoyed it as well.
Even the projects with the whole class as well, I enjoyed that too. I mean, that was really fun.
Yeah.
The one take one was good, and the first one that we did with you and Owen, that was good. I mean, come on,
that was good. That was fun. It was fun. Like we got to do those stuff and like helped us push ourselves out there and be like, yo, can we ask for this and this on the spot? And we got it. But one of the worst things is that I pretended to be a gay dude.
Everyone had fun that day.
Oh, I know, but now that's going to be out there forever. Like, Sioma, proof. And I'll be like, shut up.
Yeah,
Oh, there's this running joke that everyone thinks I'm gay. I'm not.
But I reckon this project's been pretty fun.
Yeah, it's been really good.
It's pretty funny how I thought, looking at the brief, type up, your influences and stuff, and like type up your progress. I thought must be some easier way. Ask Mike, could I do them as vlogs instead?
Yeah,
sure. It's, it saves up, time thinking and typing up, really, I guess.
Yeah, and then you get an insight to what, us. Personal beliefs and us, and yeah.
But yeah,
I've enjoyed it.
We're doing pretty good, yeah.
Anyway, in a bit.
See you. Bye.